All right, hello people. We're talking about mostly because I just did the Raven Black one just a few minutes ago. So I'm just doing this right off the bat. And I had to talk about fucking Bring Me, mostly because it came out a couple of days ago. I think it was like on the 29th of October or the 30th or something like that. It was like right before Halloween or right on Halloween. But Post-Human Survival Horror by Bring Me the Horizon. This record is so fucking awesome. I definitely recommend everybody to listen to this record first and foremost. I'm gonna be. I had to talk about this. I didn't want to fucking wait a week, so that's why I'm dropping both videos at the same time. But this album is so fucking good. Like every time, like I could put this shit on repeat so much. Mostly because if anybody listened to Bring Me the Horizon back in the day, like when it's before, when they were super, super hardcore, I'm trying to think of the album that they, it's like a Gold Mask one where he has a dagger. I can't remember the name of that album. But before, the couple of records before that, they were straight hardcore, like just probably even deathcore to a certain degree too, because they were just brutal as shit. Like anybody that listened to Dr. Acula and a bunch of other bands at the same, like around the same time, could hear like all this shit. I think they were around the same time that Asking Alexandria and shit were like doing the same thing. But I definitely, in this record, anybody that was hating on them for the past couple of records where it had Spirit, and That's the Spirit, and I'm trying to think of the other one that was right after that one. Fuck. But anyway, the one that was most recent that has It's a Wonderful Life and all that stuff on there, where it's like straight, like it's kind of like metal, but with kind of like Eskimo Callboy, where it does like I'm trying to think of it, electrocore type of elements into it, where it has like a bunch of like beats in the song, and then it's all heavy on the outset of it. Where there's certain bands like Eskimo Callboy. I'm trying to think of other bands too. I think it's We Butter the Bread, or We Put Butter on the Bread. Whatever that band name is, I'm fucking it up completely horribly, but I think We Butter the Bread with Butter. That's what it was. They're a German band, but like all of them like came out around the same time, where they just did a lot of electro elements into their music, and Bring Me the Horizon was kind of pulling from that when they were doing it. They are super original when it comes to certain stuff, or at least for their sound, and I could see like certain bands are gonna take from it, because this record is just so good. It's just so good. Mostly because it kind of reminds me of their roots, especially Dear Diary, and I'm trying to think. Kingslayer is fucking hell. That's like my favorite one. I got a fucking piece of my hair up on my camera. But what's it called? Kingslayer is by far, like, I'm gonna repeat the shit out of that so many damn times. Like, even the Amy Lee song, I was just not expecting it. It's got a super, super long name. I don't even feel like fucking it up, because I'll probably start saying it and it'll be like, and then I'll just fuck everything up. It's like something in the mouth or whatever. Just look up the song. It's the last song on the record. But I think it's One Times One. That's after one of the other ones. There's another one where it's before Kingslayer. I can't remember the actual name of it. But that kind of sets up Kingslayer in a way, because Baby Metal does a Kingslayer with them. And fuck me, dude. This whole record, it just seemed like he was just like bringing in people that he liked. And he was like, you gotta do this record with me. I got an idea for a song. And just sing these lyrics, especially with Kingslayer. They just sing the hook. But like, you could definitely tell it was like he was doing the pandemic. He was writing all these songs, right? He was writing all this shit before, like, when the pandemic came out. Because a lot of this lyrics is like talking about like being brainwashed and fucking not listening to other people, and talking about how the world's dying and shit like that. Parasite Eve definitely is like one of the main standouts, where it reminds me of the fucking video game. But Like Parasite Eve and then Obey were like the main ones that were like standouts for it. Because I mean, anybody that knows the climate when it comes to it is knowing that the election's happening and all these people are like dragging everything out, freaking out on people. There's riots and shit and everything going on. So I'm sure he took a lot of the stuff that's happening in the world right now and he put this into that record. That's one thing that I love about Ollie Sykes' lyrics, and I don't know if somebody helps him with it, but like it's even when I first heard I think it's Sempiternal, the first record that I actually properly listened to Bring Me the Horizon, there was some of their older deathcore stuff. Like I listened to a few songs off of it, but like Sempiternal was definitely the one that I was like, okay, I gotta listen to this band. Anti-Vist was the first song that I heard from them, and this was ages ago when I watched when Vine was a thing, because I watched a video where a dude was just screaming it. I was like, fuck, this song's awesome. I need to find this song out. So I finally found out, and that's like initially I was like, holy fuck, how am I missing this band? So what's it called? Definitely. Oh man, especially everything after Sempiternal is like perfect. Like I'm slowly going through their older stuff, and a lot of what's it called? A lot of people that will be hating on me for not listening to their older shit. You know, I wouldn't doubt it if they would be like, "Fuck, you don't want to listen to their old shit? You're a fucking asshole," or whatever. You could say whatever, but all I know is that this record is a definitely listen to, like, record one. And I don't say that often enough. I say it practically every time. But this main one is the one that I have so much where I'm just like, I already know I'm going to listen to this constantly. Like, I've already been doing it with some of the other groups, but I listen to Dear Diary, and then, what's it called? Ludens is also a good one, but that also came out a while ago when Death Stranding was just coming out. And that's a good song too, especially. Oh, my puppy's coming in. Look at the big black German Shepherd. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, you're on video now. But definitely. Ooh. All right, well, that was fun. Now that my puppy came in and then he dropped the phone. But what's it called? Anyway, this whole album is good as fuck. Like, definitely for Kingslayer. And I was already listening to Parasite Eve and Ludens and the other one, Teardrops. I was already listening to them heavy in rotation. Same with Obey. Like, I was definitely putting them in heavy rotation because I've been starting to be a big fan into Youngblood too. Because he's kind of like a poppy, kind of pop punk, more like punk version of like or I shouldn't say more punk version of Sex Pistols, but if the Sex Pistols were like more pop oriented, that's kind of like how Youngblood is, really. But anyway, like all the people, I'm wondering about Nova Twins too, because I like their voice in, I think it's 1x1. Or damn it, I can't remember which one. I think it's Set Me Free. Something Set Me Free was before Kingslayer. My mind's going into several different places, sorry. But definitely, like most of the songs I was already putting in heavy rotation anyway, and I wasn't getting bored of them. But as soon as I heard Kingslayer and Dear Diary, and I was like, fuck, it was definitely like they were trying to take inspiration from a Baby Metal song and their hardcore deathcore type roots, and then made a song that was like their shit now. Like, and that's one thing that I loved about it. Same with Dear Diary. Both of those are like straight up stuff that just seemed like they did a natural progression of their sound, and then it's like, oh, I'm just gonna bring the deathcore shit in to fit with this sound, because at the end of the day they should just enjoy their shit total anyway. They should be able to put out stuff where other people will listen to it anyway. So I'm definitely intrigued with where this band goes. Definitely intrigued. I hope that what's it called? Everybody. I definitely think this is gonna be a 5 out of 5, no matter what. Machine Gun Kelly was the other one where I was just like definitely like putting in heavy rotation and shit, but definitely this song, this album is different from like all the other ones that I've heard so far, just because it was just, I don't know, hit all the right spots for me. Like every single song, I'm just like, fuck, I can listen to this one a bunch of times. Like I listened to fucking Kingslayer and fucking Dear Diary like 4 times before I even started recording. So I mean, so I'm saying like definitely check this record out. First and fucking foremost, I know I'm like cursing up a storm, but I've never tried to be a kids channel. So, what's it called? If you enjoy any of the shit that we end up doing on this channel, I'm trying to think if I'm going to do a favorite album or whatever next for like what I want to do for the next videos or whatever. But I'm sure I'll do something like something good, or at least to me that I enjoy. But what's it called? If you like any of this stuff, I'm gonna put it down in the description for any of the socials that we're at, because we have a website and theheartofgeek.com. We got all the socials are The Heart of Geek, all except for Twitch, and that's Heart of Geek. And then even I'm probably going to put my side channels into it too, because I want to like eventually combine them if they can be combined, whatever. But, or at least be linked. But we also did, what's it called? We started our first horror movie podcast where we discussed The Nun on it. And then we did a whole playthrough of the Man of Medan series, where it was like a 3.5 hour or 4 hour long playthrough, where it was me and my brother playing it. And what's it called? I don't know. I'm probably gonna do more. I try to stream usually on Twitch, and then we do the podcasts every like week or every 2 weeks, like wrestling and everything else. We try to have it under all one banner. But if you like any of that stuff, or even made it to the end of this video with my phone falling and everything, then what's it called? Then just like, subscribe, do any of the stuff that you would want to end up doing. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye.